What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Ramble, aka the Hot Mess Express. Which I did just tell Jelly right before this, by the way, that like whenever we get started on Patreon, I thought of a really great idea to offer extra like bonuses that we're gonna do an official extension of the Hot Mess Express where we're gonna do an after show. Once a month, probably. We can't do four, okay? But once a month, we're gonna do one where we basically continue filming after the main podcast, and that's really gonna be the Hot Mess Express because y'all know we like our drinks over here.
Yeah.
Today we're not drinking so much though.
No.
We do have a couple little things from Japan just to try, but it's a Monday, and normally we film on Fridays. However, we just had to get our lives together. We just came back from Japan, and woo, our internal clocks are still messed up.
Mine's still, ma'am, I've been going to the gym at 3 a.m. for the past 4 days.
That triggers me, girl. Like, why would you go at 3 a.m.?
I wake up.
You look like you're homeless to the people there. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, this bitch
like
lives
I need
here.
a shower.
Yeah. She has to shower before everyone comes in here.
I wake up, I'm wide awake, and I'm starving.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made a sandwich
at 4 a.m.?
at 2 o'clock this morning.
God.
Watched the 90-day reunion. Was shopping on my phone.
I'm really sad that I didn't watch it before we filmed because we could have talked about that. But it's okay, next week.
It's a 2-part.
Oh, so the second part will be up by then?
Yeah, because it'll come up
Sunday.
on Sunday.
Oh.
So then you can watch it.
Well, depending upon when we film again.
No.
Damn.
We talk about the first one.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Anyways, we went to Japan for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
And we did say that we were going to do a podcast over there, but this time did not permit. We were literally busy. Like, we were
Sun
gone.
up to sundown.
Yes.
We were just on our feet.
Like, we walked 10 miles, like, a day, literally, over
Minimum.
there. Yes. And it was just, there's just so much to do, especially because it was hers and my brother's first time going there that I felt the need to, like, show them everywhere in Tokyo. We did go to Osaka for 2 days. We'll get into the full details of the trip later on in the video, but just letting y'all know, we had a grand old time.
We had a grand old time.
Yes, and I want to say this to everyone who goes out there: how are they so like what's the word I'm looking for? They're so not like America. You can't drink in public. You can't drink on the beaches. You can't drink in parks. Over there, you can drink in public. There's no law against it. Yeah, obviously they do frown upon if you're like drinking and walking. That's their thing. But you can literally get a beer from 7-Eleven and stand outside of 7-Eleven and drink a beer and no one's looking at you sideways. Like, it's just totally fine. There's no laws against it. And I find it so weird how, like, did you really see like any drunk people out there?
Oh, I
like,
had a revelation
what?
coming back from Japan. And so I still am a proud American.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
But do you see what I mean?
America could never.
See, okay, that's what I told you before.
And
I'm like, is America really the greatest?
I told some people, I was like, dude, literally, I wish I could raise my child in that society.
To be like that, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like that environment, society. It's safe.
Clean.
It's clean.
Organized.
People mind their own business.
I love that nobody even sits there and stares at you, and they just mind their business.
They don't. Well, the people only that stared were younger, and they got excited because like Tim is so tall, his brother's so tall. We look so American.
Oh, they kept saying, "I love Shohei Ohtani."
Yeah, because he had his Dodger hat on.
Yeah.
It was cute when they would get. Where are you from?
Yeah.
It was cute. But they mind their own business. They're courteous. They have manners.
Courteous.
And in America, it's all about me. Like me. I want to be first. Like, they don't play that over there. Like, how is their Disneyland 4 times more crowded than ours?
Dude, it's intense.
But how is it so organized?
Yeah, super organized.
Because amongst themselves, they do it amongst themselves.
People stay in a line, and over here we need like ropes. Like, put us in ropes, you know.
There was no ropes.
And they're
the lines
just
were snaked,
organized.
but it was no ropes. I'm like,
Yeah.
America could never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Never.
I literally, like, I was talking to my brother about that too on the way back. I was like, isn't it crazy to go there and just think about like how populated? It's literally the most popular city or populated city in the world, and it's like, how is it so organized?
I can see how it's, dude, anywhere we would go, and mind you, I don't like crowds and I don't like people.
Yeah.
But anywhere we would go is so crowded. But the way that they operate,
Yep.
First of all, you go on an escalator, boom, everybody moves
To the left, and you walk up the right.
Because if you need to walk, you're gonna get space on the right.
Yep.
Nobody
even has to say excuse me. No one has to say excuse me because it's already ordered.
You go, and it's like when you get off the subway, they go to the back of the line. Like, everything is just.
Oh, I love it over there.
It's amazing.
I really do.
It
Everything
really
is
is
just
that
convenient.
part is amazing.
Yeah.
The food was really fast. Every time we would go, it's just everything is just like smooth sailing.
They just know how to operate a country over there. I'll tell you that.
Literally.
Yeah. But before we get into the full story time, though, of like our whole entire trip that we're going to be talking about today. So once again, sorry that we weren't able to film over there. Our hotel room, though, low-key was tiny anyways. Like
tiny.
Like literally, like I think I told you guys, it's like 115 square feet. So I'm like, you know, and y'all, we were just exhausted. So I do apologize, but this is our official Japan, you know, little potty pod. We do have, you know, our segments as usual, our yucks and our yums, and then we'll get into our would you rathers. And I do want to let you guys know that my would you rathers this week are very mild, not nasty. They're honestly
not nasty.
They're like, no, literally, they're the most PG ones that I ever thought of. But I did see one on TikTok, and I was like,
emotional bitch.
No.
Oh, I was like, right, rather than be nasty.
No, girl. Could you? What would be an emotional one? Would you rather cry for 3 days, or would you rather? I don't. Like, come on, you know. Oh, anyways, hold on. Before we get into our yucks or yums, I do have my Kirin. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Ichiban from Japan. It's okay. Look, it's not even really from Japan. Okay, it's from H Mart. I didn't have any room in my bag to bring drinks back because I brought back $100 worth of snacks that I will be filming TikToks about. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, over here we have a H Mart and they do sell Japanese beers.
I got the soju.
Oh, these were our drinks over there, by the way. Well, mine I had this only one time, if I'm being honest, but I like it.
The soju, I only found pineapple once over there, and I couldn't find it again. So we would drink like plum or
I loved the plum
or peach.
The plum was my favorite.
Or grape. We would try those, but one of these, I liked it because it had a lid. So when we were walking all day, I would just put it in my pocket.
Yep.
But the seltzers were phenomenal over there. But I would drink this because the lid.
Which, by the way, I do want to say this though, because I already know everyone's a know-it-all these days. I'm pretty sure that soju is a Korean thing. I'm pretty sure, and I don't know why. For some reason,
it's
everywhere,
in the convenience stores,
they're like literally, yeah. You'll see a couple sakes, right? Which I thought sake was Japanese, but soju is every store you go into,
just lined up.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's. Does it say on the back if it's like made in Korea? Because I could have sworn that was a Korean thing.
South Korea.
Oh, see, I told you.
Product of South Korea.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Japan or Korean, one of these, that'll
do you right.
That's all you're gonna need.
If you're what the hell?
Sipping. Cause one I had for like 2 hours. I would like long, and then one I chugged. I didn't chug, but I drank quickly, and like I was like lit.
Yeah, it gets. Well, those are 13%, and you can't taste one drop of alcohol.
13.5.
Oh.
And you know the pineapple was my shizness.
It's funny because I like the plum better. I think the plum was my favorite.
You want some? Here, hold this cup so I can pre.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're starting this episode off right here. We're on a Monday, throwing back some drinks.
Oh, and the same thing. The lid always does that.
Yes, that kind of bothered me.
Me too, because then you got to do something with the coils. In Japan, doesn't offer you trash cans.
Oh, yeah. That's okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Whoa, Nelly, I got a tall can here.
That's not a shot.
Cheers. Yeah, you're right. It's 2 shots.
Cheers to Hello Kiri.
Hello Kiri.
And Jerry.
Yeah, I definitely like the plum better, honestly.
Dude, I love this.
And that's weird. You don't like pineapple flavored shit.
I know.
That's
like,
weird.
I don't like the pineapple Trulies.
I don't like the pineapple Trulies either.
This is good.
So we're gonna start this episode off with our yucks and our yums. I'll let Jelly go first because she has a sad one. So I'm like,
oh, here we go.
I'm like, I don't know what to say.
I have to send you a picture.
No.
So you can put it. No, like a regular one.
Oh. I was like, ma'am.
So I got the biggest yuck of them all this week. On March 1st, my sweet old mini schnauzer, Samantha, my dog, she passed away.
So sad. I was telling her.
I was at work and my mom called me in hysterics. And I literally had my computer screen open. I just opened a timed quiz. And then, like, my mom called me as I opened it. She's screaming because I knew my dog had a cough. And she was going to go to the vet. We were going to go to the vet at 4:30. My mom called me at 2. And my mom was and then I go
It's home. So crazy that you had that appointment literally at 4:30 right when you were off work. Yeah. And
then I rushed to leave, closed the computer out. Mind you, I failed the quiz because I can't reopen it. so that's cool.
Hold on. I wanted to talk about that because I know a lot of y'all, you know, are college students or go to college or whatever. Is that not the most triggering thing that I just spit everywhere? If you open up a quiz and you close it out, so
Yeah.
say, for example, your internet went out, you had a power outage, whatever the case may be, it automatically gives you a 0, I think, because they think you're going to cheat. That's not fair. Like, you shouldn't have, like, not only, okay, damn, your dog just died, but then on top of that, you get a 0 on your test when that's critical. You know what I mean?
So
I told her to hit
literally-
up her teacher, though. I was like,
literally, I'm in the car and I'm calling my mom back. She's not answering, so I call Tim, and I'm like, I think my dog's dead, and he's like,
I want to let you guys know I'm the most horrible person when it comes down to. I don't know
And
what
so
to say or
then,
do.
luckily, thank God for my sister Bubba Genevieve. She's fucking
Y'all
number
know
one
Genevieve.
dog whisperer. She helped me.
She's Caesar Milan.
Because I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to see my dog's dead body. I don't know. Don't shame me for that. But that's not how I want to remember my dog.
Yeah.
I've had my dog for almost 9 years. So it's like, it was a lot. And then, luckily, thank God for my sister. Because she just took over.
She came in clutch,
She
girl.
did. I was like, thank God. And so, but and then literally, like, I had ordered Sammy new vitamins from Amazon. They came in that day.
Can you take them?
I
Are you gonna try?
I gave him to Bella. I was like, if you
Here,
help me,
boof 'em.
I was like, please, what am I supposed to? I was crying.
Yeah.
And then I had to tell my son, but he was in Big Bear with his dad, so I had to wait.
Luckily, you didn't tell him while he was in Big
of course
Bear,
not. I'm
though.
an idiot.
Well, I just felt like some people would, you know,
Yeah,
like I gotta tell him right.
no.
I'm like, don't ruin
But
his
then
trip.
it was so sad because he came home and I'm like, hey, buddy. He's
How
like,
was Big Bear?
Hey, mom. And I'm like, come here, I need to talk to you. And I never say that. So he was like, so I sit him down and I'm like, so you remember how Sammy had a cough? And
Did he already knew like
I
where it was
swear to
going
God,
or know
he
where it
went
was
like
going?
This. She died.
Oh,
He did that.
oh.
And then I was just like, she's in heaven now. And literally he started crying. And I was like, oh. It was short lived. He's like me. I like once I got my
Process it
cries
fast.
out.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, maybe I'm not trying to be heartless.
Yeah.
It's different than a human for me.
Everybody processes things different.
But
though.
also, it was my dog. Like, she was my dog of 9 years.
Well, and you knew that she was older already,
I knew she was an
too.
old lady. Like, I think she was almost 12.
Yeah,
And-
it's pretty old.
And it's just like, yes, I'm sad, but I just feel like what makes me sad is like, I think if like she was suffering, or if she knew she was going to die, that makes me sad. But I'm like, okay, like she was an old girl. We had her for a long time. We had her for 9 years.
And I was telling her too, I thought it was quite ironic that like as soon as we come back from our trip.
That's another
Literally,
thing that
2
made me
days
sad,
later.
is like as if she waited for me to come back
Yeah,
from
she
Japan.
was like, I'm gonna wait.
I know. But I'm okay now. Little cheers to... Let's do a cheers to Samantha.
Cheers to Sammy Poo.
Cheers to Sammy Clammy.
Well, a huge shout out to Genevieve too, because I was telling her too, because she was like worried about like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be perceived as like heartless. I said, girl, with both of my dogs that passed away, my dad was the one who actually took them, because one of my dogs, he was a big boy, y'all. He was a 125-pound lab, and his lung collapsed on him. And so we had took him to the vet or whatever, and they were like, oh, we can do a $4,000 surgery on him, but he was already 13, which was like 2 years past life expectancy for labs. Yes, especially being that obese, you know.
He has a life on him.
Dude, for real. And then when we took him to the vet too, like the vet told us, oh, he fits right in with you guys. So it was... I'm just waiting.
That's a big boy.
I'm just kidding. No, but I told her my dad was the one, like he was in the room with them because they ended up having to put him down.
I couldn't. I just can't.
I was like, I cannot do that. Like, I can't. So that's why I was like, I totally understand with you. Like, I would not have been able to do that.
Like, I didn't want to see my limp body.
Or like pick it up and everything.
Or pick her up. Like,
yeah.
and dude, my dad, you know what's crazy? My dad was holding her.
Did he think that she was alive?
Well, so like my dad has severe Alzheimer's.
Yes.
He's not all here. And so my mom told me because I wouldn't go in the house until Bubba came and dealt with it. I didn't want to see her.
Yeah.
And my mom said he was holding her wrapped in a blanket. And so the next day I'm talking to my dad and I'm like making a joke because my dad drops food when he eats and Sammy would
go
eat
and eat it.
So
yeah.
I said, don't be dropping your food no more because remember Samantha?
Yeah.
She passed away. And he was like, oh, like he didn't remember. But then yesterday, he was crying and he said, my dog died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he did remember.
He remembered yesterday.
Oh, my God.
He said, mi perrito died.
Aww.
I know. I'm like, and then my mom was sad. And I said, Mom, he's going to forget tomorrow.
And you're like, there's 17 other dogs in the backyard.
And I was like,
I'm
literally, there's 4 dogs right now on site. Like, literally.
Well, if you guys didn't know, her sister Genevieve, she runs like a like, how would you call it?
A
Like
literal rescue.
like dead ass. Like,
there's a husky in the back right now.
Yeah, she helps like feed them and stuff like that, and then finds them fosters.
Yeah, she's like
she's a foster.
Yeah, she's a foster till they get their foster.
She's transitioning. Oh, I was like, that makes sense.
Well, she said she was having surgery. So.
Yeah, well, that's true. And come in June. I was like, girl, why would you have your surgery in June? Like, that's summertime.
She's in rush mode.
No, but I would do it after summer though. Do it in September.
Yeah.
Like we like our beach. Yeah, we like our beach days. Yeah. So I'm like, girl, no beach days. She's gonna be healing for 30 days. I mean, 90 days. I was gonna say 3 months, but.
Bro.
Oh well, I'm sorry for your yuck of the week.
No. No more dogs, so I'm good on dogs.
I literally told her that too. I babysit my sister's dog every now and then, and I'm like, it's just a sign. I'm like,
I like them. I like to play with them and stuff, but
it's a responsibility.
Of a dog is too much. Like, especially when I lived alone, I felt so bad leaving her.
Yes.
I just hated it. I hated it.
Yeah.
So anyways.
I think I'll get another dog when I'm like 50. So like next year.
I feel that. I mean, when you're older and you're just chilling.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep.
I'll save myself for then.
What's
your yuck?
Well, I have a couple yucks. Okay.
Man, lay them out.
No, I literally, well, first of all, my yuck is honestly, like, straight up. I know a lot of people, when they go traveling, they're like, I can't wait to get back home. I'm the opposite. Like, bitch, I want to stay gone.
Man,
like,
I was ready, probably, okay, we
the third day.
Wednesday.
You were the third
Probably
day.
Saturday, I was ready to come home.
I had her busting her ass, but I do, you know what? One thing, and I was talking to Rosa about this, about you, that I loved. You didn't complain one time.
Ma'am, didn't complain. I literally lost weight.
Yeah.
I told you that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I run a boot camp on my trips. I'm going to
be quiet, so keep going.
No, but I told my other friend, I was like, honestly, like, I love that she just didn't complain, because if there would have been anybody else, I'd have been like, damn, this is a lot. Like, and I know it's a lot, but how much was there to do?
But my main thing that I came back with that was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah, and especially, too, like, you did everything.
I just soaked it in everything. Yes, it was a lot. Yes, dude, our bodies didn't go numb until like 4 or 5 days.
4 days, yeah.
Like, our bodies were hurting.
Yeah.
And it's like
I had to buy salon paws.
I work out regularly. Like,
I walk 6. Well, I walk 6 miles a day.
We don't sit on our ass all day, but that.
Yeah.
We were going up
the stairs, down. Yep.
The stairs, the train, walking.
Yep.
And we were grubbing, and I remember one day I had jeans over there, and I put them on, and I was like, why are they so loose? And I was like, holy shit, I lost weight.
Yeah.
Even though we were grubbing, and like.
Oh, don't get me started on the food, girl.
So your yuck is coming back home?
My yuck is coming back, which is crazy, because I know everyone that I travel with, and I mean everyone, girl, is like, I can't wait to go back home. My only thing is I miss my bed. You know what I mean? Yes. Especially because, by the way,
man,
their pillow.
We were sleeping on
rocks. They were literally rocks in the pillow. So if anybody's Japanese out there, let me know what's up with that. I was like, why is there? And actually, this is my second time going to Japan. The first time I went there, I didn't have rocks in my pillow. I was like, why is there rocks?
I had my own blanket, and I just used that as a pillow. I didn't use those pillows.
Girl, I was like, this is not okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my yucks. Is coming back just because I'm just like, I don't know. I just like being gone, you know? I don't know. To me, I just find it exciting. And like, I just like the whole like adventure of trying something new, going somewhere new, eating something new, like just doing so many different things. Like I get so much like, I don't know if you would call it like dopamine, adrenaline, like whatever you want to call it.
Endorphins.
Yes. I'm just like, girl, you know me over here, girl. I'm all like, girl, I'm like lazy. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't want to like, I don't wake up early, y'all. Like, honestly, I be waking up at 9 every day, which to me is not early because all my friends, they're all up at 6 a.m. and shit.
I literally get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Yeah. And that's why I'm just like, for me, 9 a.m. is late. And then over there, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh, we were awake.
Yeah.
Man, we were awake.
I'll chug the coffee. Let's go. Like, I don't know. I just get excited. So that is one of my yucks. And then I think I wrote down what the other one is. You know what I should also throw in there as one of my yucks is dealing with EBT. Like, I told her, I was like, we're going to have to steal a Cybertruck and literally drive it through the damn building. Oh, maybe I shouldn't make that joke. I'm like, oh, girl. Yeah, no, that was that one. Yeah, I guess my other one is just dealing with EBT. That should also be another yuck is that I now qualify again for EBT.
I can't.
I had EBT 5 years ago, okay? Y'all, talk about a real podcast. Here we are talking about fucking EBT. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is, right? Real life. Mm-hmm. 5 years ago, I was on EBT. Did I tell you that I made a comment while I was on live before, and I was talking, about EBT, and then this guy started calling me a scammer, and
Why? Oh,
girl,
maybe he thought you made like hella money because you're
people
online.
think because you have a camera in front of you, you make money.
Oh no! I'm like no.
Yeah. So check this out. He called me a
I'm like-
scammer, and I popped. I don't ever pop off, but I was like, you have the audacity. You don't know my story. You don't know
So
how much
people
money I
are
have in the
just
bank.
ignorant
You
that they think like that, 'cause-
you have to
But I
submit.
get it. Like if I didn't do this and see you, like everything you do,
Yeah.
I would have no idea what an influencer is. You don't know. Like there's different levels. And
But
like,
my whole thing is, how do you get on there and call somebody a straight up scammer when you have to submit tax proofs? You have to submit your pay stubs. I'm like, who am I scamming?
Yeah.
If I submitted my actual paperwork, like, did you think I went out of the way to do
unless
that?
YouTube is paying you under the table.
No, it's not, girl. Unfortunately, but I got triggered. I was like, bitch, I fucking qualified for it, and I qualified for a reason. But I was doing good the last 4 years, so I didn't need it. But now I just reapplied again, and I think I got approved.
And we're eating lobster. Sue us.
Lobster, shrimp, girl. Do you want some wagyu?
Oh my gosh, we had the best not Tim, but I ate a Wagyu burger with truffle fries. Nothing like it.
That was our slogan.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
guys
we-
know that girl from TikTok where she's like
Nothing
what is it?
She said, have you ever get a heat ice cream? Or something?"
Have you ever had Wendy's French fries? Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you just nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
So, but our whole shit was like satire because we're like, have you ever walked 15,000 steps before 10 a.m.? Nothing like it. Dude, another thing of our whole trip, every single time, because everything that could like low-key kind of go wrong was going wrong. So we're like, oh, hopefully a fucking tsunami
like,
hits
when we had
next.
flew-
Like
the second day we were in Japan, we flew to Osaka, and it's like they weighed our carry-ons, charged us a difference.
don't
like,
go on Jetstar.
It was just
Don't go on Jetstar.
That was Tim's birthday.
Literally.
What else happened? It was
Raining, storming,
Okay.
like hardcore.
So the first day.
Hold on, you're jumping ahead.
I'm like,
how
how can I forget about the weather?
Yeah.
How can I forget?
No, we're doing our yucks and our yums, girl. We haven't even done our yums. We haven't done our
I'm
would
like-
you rather. She's jumping. No. We're gonna go in chronological order of our story time of the damn trip, okay? Which,
Yeah.
by the way, low key though, I had a blast. Just throwing that out there.
Ma'am, I told you.
Weather and all. Weather and all. Yep.
Time of my life.
Yes. So, yeah. Anyways, my yuck is I guess me. Oh, duh, y'all. I was texting her. It took me 4 hours today to deal with EBT because I was like, dude, I'm like low-key struggling right now. And yes, I know you guys are probably commenting like, bitch, get a real job. And I'm looking into it, okay? I'm looking into it. But it's like, damn, I don't want to give up on my dream, Anyways, I really don't. I'm like,
I'm
damn.
just right here supporting you.
Well, you literally.
I'm like, this is a good dream. I should dream this.
Right? So anyways, I was dealing with them for 4 hours. I didn't even tell you. Rosa knows this. She called me earlier in the morning, and I was on wait for 45 minutes, and then they answered, right? Hung up on me. Within 2 minutes, I was like, just straight up hung up. I was like, what the hell? Like, I was so triggered, right? So I had called back, and then I sent her a screenshot. I was on hold, okay, on hold for 2 whole hours. Like, it ended up being like 2 hours and 7 minutes to be exact. And I text her, and I was like, if these motherfuckers sit there and say, oh, hang up, or they hang up on me, whatever, And she's like, well, you just manifested it. And I was like, fuck. Please tell me why I get on the phone. And the girl's all like, oh, what's your case number? Because I already did the application and whatever. She's like, what's your case number and what's your name, whatever, And I was like, oh, John Doe, over here scamming, as I do. So after that, she goes, hello? Hello? I'm like, hello? She's like, hello? 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 I can't hear you.
Don't play with me.
I was like, Adele, calm your ass down. Get the fuck out of here. I know you. I was screaming at my phone. Like,
Hello, darkness, my
I was like, hello, hello. Like, I was yelling, and I started pushing buttons because I was like, don't play me. Like, I know what you're doing,
Wooty-hoo!
She goes and says, verbatim, I think you have bad service because I can't hear you. And I said, that's funny because I literally have full bars. I sent her a screenshot. It was 4 bars, I guess. And y'all, I screenshotted it, circled it to her because I was like, don't. Like, I have full service. Don't play me, What happens? She hangs up on me. I
knew it.
Girl.
When she started with that hello, I can't hear
Yep.
you shit.
And I told her, I was like, I feel like they're literally playing me. She's like, no doubt
They're
about
trained
it.
to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. They're like, girl, we don't want to deal with you. Anyways, I do have to say, by the grace of God, though, I guess she had my phone number on file and she ended up calling me back. So I was
The
like,
same one?
the same one. Yeah. And I was like, I literally told her, it was from a different number too. I was like, I am so surprised you called me back. And she's like, well, I guess maybe you didn't hear me, but I told you I would. And I was like, yeah, but people don't normally do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd have to be on
hold. You're a man
hold.
of your word.
Yeah, literally, I was
Yeah.
shooketh, you know. But anyways, that was my whole little yuck of dealing with that. It took me 4 hours dealing with that.
That's
today.
almost worse than my dog dying, girl.
You're stupid. Oh my God, it was a process. Imagine though if I get denied. I'm like, you just made me waste 4 hours. I could have been doing so many other things, you know.
Nothing like it.
I could have been scrolling through Pornhub, you know. Anyways, what's your yum, girl?
Honestly, my yum is just being back.
We have the opposite yucks and yums.
Honestly, so the 17 hour, we were 17 hours ahead. So like we flew back in the morning, but we flew back at night, but landed that same morning. Like we went back in time.
Yeah, it was trippy.
My sleep has been off, literally.
Girl, you're telling me.
And I've been getting up for the gym. The other day I was at the gym at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, so your yum is that you
I'm
have
just
time.
Like I'm going. Literally, I'm just pumped.
Oh.
Because I wake up at 2:00. I'm starving, so I give me something to eat. I give me like a little piece of cheese, and I'm just up. And then I'm like, okay, it's not appropriate to go yet.
What kind of cheese?
The other day, last night, I made me a Colby cheese with a piece of turkey and mustard. Rolled that bitch
You make
up.
Colby cheese?
No, like I rolled me. It made me. Like,
Oh.
Like, it was like 2 a.m. I'm all trying to be quiet.
Don't wake daddy.
And so then I go lay back down. But even the other day, I told you I went to bed at 5 p.m. Oh, I took a nap. And then I ended up falling asleep. And my mom comes in and she's like, "You're gonna be awake all night."
All night,
yeah.
yep.
I'm like, "Bitch, shut the door." and then I'm like, woke up like at 2 for a minute, and then I slept till 7.
I've been thinking to reset my clock because this has been the most difficult thing to reset my clock. I've never had to deal with this problem, and every time I go to Europe, you know, they're 9 hours ahead. So I've been thinking that I just have to bust an all-nighter and just stay awake.
Well, I did that on Friday night when I left here.
Oh,
I went and I stayed up till 3:30, woke up at 6 and left, and stayed awake the whole day.
Girl, that's only 2.5 hours.
I know, and then that night, but that's the night I fell asleep at 5 p.m. Because I was so tired from that.
See, if you would have just made it till like 11 p.m., then you would have been good.
Well, hopefully tonight, because I'm going to go to bed tonight a little later than usual.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be back to my regular waking up at 4.
Girl, let me know, because I'm on the struggle bus trying to figure this out. Hey, but at least you made a yum out of it.
But
going
honestly,
to the gym.
I'm back in my routine harder than that. And then especially that I came back losing weight.
Y'all, we were sitting there, which, by the way, we told ourselves that we were... Follow us on TikTok. It'll be linked down below. We still haven't got to 100 followers yet, so y'all are slacking.
I know.
But,
we have hella TikTok ideas.
Yes. Well, one of our TikTok ideas... We were sitting in her hotel room, and y'all, I felt so bad too because we were walking like forever and ever. And she's like, "Oh, we're gonna have a little nightcap, have a little drink." And I'm sitting up in her hotel room. I'm like, "God damn, my feet smell so goddamn bad." And I'm up in her hotel room. The bitch had to bust open the fucking window.
I was pop that window.
She's like, "It smells like popcorn and cheese." And she's like, what? Or I think I was the one. Honestly, let me. I'm all sitting here blaming you. I was like, I think I could have one more drink. She's like, me too. And I was like, we should. In the freezing, y'all, it was 35 degrees.
Okay, the degrees, but then go ahead and have the hectic wind.
And I was in basketball shorts.
We weren't far.
No.
It was across the street.
Girl, we were like 900 feet away.
That's like as close as, it was nice.
I
even went by myself a few times in the morning when I got early. But it wasn't far. It was very nice. But
we said we were gonna film a TikTok going to get another drink, and
I have videos of it.
I do have. I have a video.
Upload it.
I have a video too, but not to make a TikTok out of it. But what was my whole point of even bringing that up?
TikTok. I don't know.
I don't know.
But, my yum is just coming back, and I feel like so excited, dude. The other day the first day back when I made food for myself, I was like, oh my god, I miss this so much.
I remember why I brought it up. Because we were sitting in her room tipsy, and then when we came back to have our second drink, I took a picture of her, and the bitch looked tragic, honestly. Like, she really looked tragic. But I was like, You look skinny.
I know.
She's
my,
all, send it.
My hair,
Send it.
My hair is
A
all
mess.
crazy.
We'll put
my
the picture
eyes
right
are
here.
bloodshot. I'm holding my thing, but my face is all chiseled.
I know. I was like, wait, and I'm sitting from underneath. So every single time that she takes a picture of like me, like she took a couple pictures of me and my brother, I was like, I hate them because she's so short and me and my brother are so tall that everything is from underneath, and we just look extra huge. So I was sitting on a chair that was lower than the bed, so it was up, and I was like, bitch, you look skinny. And she's like,
send it. I'm gonna post it.
And she literally posted it. She's like, you never said I look skinny.
Yeah, that says prove it.
So you know what's so sad is earlier when I was sitting here writing down my yucks and yums. So for my yum, I put my yum is I applied for EBT and got approved? Question mark. I'm all, you know what? It's a yuck, but then it's a yum because if it does get approved, girl, give me an extra $150 a month for some groceries, you know?
Weird.
Y'all, I felt like so bad, like reapplying for EBT because this bitch had said on the phone, if you're in dire need and need help right now, I can send you some locations of some food banks. I was like,
yeah, please don't.
I was like, I'd rather you not. I'll just starve. Wait, I was like, wait, I actually Googled it for the podcast and you can go 21 days without eating. So you said my card will be here in 7 to 10 business days. I'm fine.
I don't need it. 21 days.
I'm like, no, girl. Oh, speaking of 21 days, y'all. Well, we were on the plane on the way there. I had downloaded the movie Society of Snow, and it's 21 days. So it's about the true story that happened in, like, I forget which year it is, about this soccer team flying to Chile, and they ended up crashing in the mountains, and they were missing for, I want to say it was like, I forget, okay? I have problems. But I want to say it was like 70 something days that they were missing. Maybe even longer. And they even said in there that 21 days. Like you can go, what is it? 3 days without sleep, 7 days without water, and then 21 days without food. And they started eating each other.
Sleep. I can probably do 2.
They say you start hallucinating and stuff.
Oh, you do? Because when I had Josiah, I was always awake. Because I was the only one doing anything. And you get awake to the point
where you mean your baby daddy wasn't there?
He was there. He just didn't do anything. But I was awake to the point where, like, I would be, like, holding him and, like, awake.
You're all dropping him on the floor from falling asleep.
I would hallucinate things. Like, I vividly remember hallucinating things. And then I would, like, snap out of it. And I'm like, oh, my God. But you just don't sleep. I vividly remember, like, the first month of hallucinations. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't be handling this baby by myself right now.
Yeah.
But you hallucinate because you're not sleeping. Or you're sleeping in, like, 20-minute increments.
It's not enough.
No, because your baby literally keeps waking up.
Damn. Yeah, see, I don't think I can be a mom. My baby would just be sitting there in the corner.
Don't let society tell you that, though, because you can be a mom if you want to be a mom.
Yep, I qualify.
But that's scary though.
Yeah.
Hallucinations, and that's like they be doing like torture like that.
Yeah, you know? I saw. I think that like the furthest I made it was 35 hours. I'm
Without
like
sleep?
I didn't even reach 48. Like I can't. I'm on 35 was my limit.
Man, I'm so old. I'm like ready to like as soon as this is done here, I'm ready
she's
to go to bed. I was like, I will ask you for a makeup wipe. And
y'all know when she's tired, her little left eye does a little Lisa Left Eye Lopez and starts clocking out.
It's early still too.
I'm all, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's you know what time it is?
6:30.
6:40.
I was so close. I'm so good.
I literally got off work and I came over here.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my God, I was busy over the weekend. Yes,
we're not gonna let the girlies down.
I was gone for my birthday, so then my friend, I was gonna say friends, but then I realized I don't have friends. Just one. My friend wanted to celebrate, so I was like, oh shit, I have plans for the weekend. So I was like, oh, can't film this day or that day. I was like, what is that? Oh. I thought it was our timer already, y'all, because I gotta do the battery, you know. Anyways, go ahead and take the wheel with the Would You Rathers. Y'all already know that we do Would You Rathers on here, and one day we'll come up with a theme song. Would you rather?
Good. Okay, ready?
Mine are innocent this time. I think I said it in the beginning already.
Okay. Would you rather?
What? Well, you didn't say. Wait, did you say you're ready?
I said, are you ready?
Oh, I always wait for her to say, are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Oh, damn, I missed it.
Okay. Would you rather end up on Cheaters or Catfish with the love of your life?
Hold on. I need a little scenario breakdown here. Like, what do you mean? Like, me be the cheater or
you're
me
getting
be
cheated on or you're getting catfished? I literally put that on there.
Well, I think what's more realistic for me, just because I'm skeptical as fuck, would be the cheater. Like,
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
what would you rather? Do you want to get cheated on by somebody you've been with,
Or catfish?
or talk to somebody for 2 years and be madly in love with them, and then you meet them on
I guess I would rather be on cheaters then, because I feel like, I'm not trying to be rude. I did have another friend, shout out Angelica, other Angelica, who she was with somebody for 10 years who she never saw. I'm like, and she was madly in love with him. And I'm like,
and the only reason I wrote that question because I was watching Catfish today, as I regularly do. Don't shame me. That's my
I watch
show.
it too. Yeah, I
love Catfish.
Yeah.
Even though it's set up, I get it. I know
yeah,
I know
I feel like
is.
it started out real though.
It started
really
out
do.
real, but now it's just.
Yeah.
But the lady was with her dealing with her dude for 20.
See, and I'm so sorry. And
I'm like 20 minutes is all you're getting out of me, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to cast judgment, but I think people are so dumb who invest years into a person to not see them.
Okay, but so then my mom was saying, we were watching it last night, and my mom was like, she's so stupid. And I'm like, Mom, these people know that this is not real. They just believe what they want to believe. Like, they created something in their head, they're holding on to it.
But did you see the catfish about the guy who thought he was dating Katy Perry? And then even when the girl had said,
Chris Brown, Post Malone, there's so many of them.
Oh, I never seen that.
Yeah, where they think they're dating these celebs.
Well, this one was crazy because he was talking to the girl face to face, and he was like, okay, so I think Neve was like, okay, ask a question that only she would know. And he said, what would be the name of my children's names, or what would be my children's names or whatever? And she gave all the names. And he's like, nope, it's not her. It's not her. And she's like, I literally said the names that you said. It was like Luke and Leica, like whatever. It was all L names, you know? And he's like, no, I know it's Kate. Like, he was so sad. I'm like, you're delusional.
But I think they like enter a state of denial because of the emotion or the high that they get from the texting relationship or whatever relationship.
See, and I don't.
No, well, that they refuse to like accept any other like. But I think if deep down inside they know, but they just are so okay with.
Well, I think deep down they know because that's why they end up hitting up catfish.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean? But I do think though that they're. I'm sorry, call me judgmental,
they're in
whatever.
A state of delusion, 100%.
I think you're dumb as fuck. Like, honestly, unless you get played.
I think you're willingly dumb.
Yes, because my whole thing is like, I understand if you get played, like I get it, but then that's where I would be on cheaters because I would get played. Like, oh, I'm thinking my man's so in love with me and he's out here cheating. Like, okay,
no.
But me, who has been in a long distance relationship, who started from social media, by the way, I'm like, you're gonna FaceTime me a day after we started talking. Like, we're FaceTiming.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not gonna. I don't want to realize I like you before. Yeah, I can match your face to your profile.
Well, because in my personal opinion, hot take, I find that as desperation. If you're already catching feelings for a person that you have never met, desperation. Sorry.
Well, that's what it is. They're desperate, and then a lot of them just like.
And this is coming from a bitch who stays single, who don't talk to nobody. Like, you would think that I would be desperate.
I think that it's like some form of like a mental. I don't want to say disorder, but disorder.
I think what it is you just crave attention. Like
they created this thing in their head of what them and this person are.
Yes.
And they love it so much that there's no wrong. Well, they only see the pretty. They don't never gonna see the ugly.
Exactly. And especially when it's like you see, okay, like when Neve will be asking them like, oh, okay, it's 2020. They don't have a cell phone. They don't have a webcam. They don't have a computer. Like, everything has a camera in it. He said it died. Yeah. I'm like, come on.
I sent him money for this, but yeah.
Well, you know, Hurricane Katrina happened in 2006, and it's water damage. It's like, okay, girl, come on.
But Neve, I love Neve.
Me too. I want to know why the other one left, which I could have, for the life of me,
thought he was gay.
I thought they were together. Like, I was like, I know they're together on the low.
Oh no,
Neve and the other one.
Neve's just like weird.
I like him.
He's married.
I don't even find him weird, to be honest. No, I know that.
Not weird. I don't think he's weird. I think he's just different than your typical man.
That's the type of guy I like. Someone who's just different, like a little eccentric.
He's just like he's just like one with the wind. But
I thought he was with.
I thought Max was gay, and he had his. I seen an episode with his girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend too, yeah.
Latina,
wait, like, you thought that Neve was more straight than Max?
Absolutely.
Oh wow, I thought the opposite.
I thought Max was gay.
I mean, they both gave me a little bit of gay vibes, but like, I don't know. I thought they were together.
Neve's just like one with the wind.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was sitting over there building their love story. I was like, oh my god, they're on the show together, and they're gonna end up married. Yeah, I'm like, who's the top, who's the bottom? Oh, they're verse, they flip, you know. I'm like, oh my gosh, does the carpet match the drapes?
But I love that show, so that's why I'm like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you rather?
I would rather be on cheaters just because I feel look, you can speak from experience. Like, sometimes you just don't know that you're getting cheated on, but at least you know that person's real. I'm not going to sit here and build a fantasy land over somebody who I've never seen before, who's
Talking
only showing
to
me
for fucking
5 years, and I only know
5
three
years.
pictures of them.
Yeah.
It's like, girl.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm so sorry to my friend.
And you don't have their phone number, but you can message them on Facebook.
Or even you may have their phone number too, but then, you know, sometimes people will take out they'll do their phone in a business name or something. You know what I mean? So you don't get their actual name. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I just think that, like, you're letting too much slide underneath the rug there, and you're wasting your time, you know? But then there are people out there who genuinely are like, oh, like, they could be on Love is Blind, you know, and fall in love with somebody they've never really seen.
I don't know if I could do that.
I don't think I can do it either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to see you and be like, never mind.
I'm not the most shallow person, but I need to know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, your turn.
Minor dude, okay, this is so stupid, but I thought about this today. I was like, I have had this conversation with everyone. You're gonna be like, bitch, it's the most basic of would you rathers. Literally, this is the most basic. Would you rather be deaf or blind? And I've had I've had this conversation with everyone. Literally, I was like, how have I never asked you this? Deaf, okay, that's what I always choose too.
Why would you know what my number one is? Would you rather burn or drown?
Drown, yeah. Oh, see, that's another one I feel like a lot of people ask.
Would you rather drown?
I would rather drown. I have a fear of the water. I used to say that, but then I started thinking about
I have a fear of the water.
Me too. But then when you drown, though, you pass out before you die, and then you die. As to where you're gonna be in like excruciating pain, burning alive.
It just gets
and it takes a while for you to burn alive. I think it's
maybe the smoke inhalation will pass you out.
Well, I don't think so.
I do a lot of smoke inhalating, and I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm all girl. Look at you.
I'd rather be deaf.
Yeah.
Even though I love music.
Me too.
I love music.
I have to see though.
I need to see.
Because deaf people can still drive, right?
Did you see the girl in Japan going down the train with the little walking stick? And I'm like, how? Duh.
Oh yeah. We talked about that.
And
we're like,
also
what?
their characters, the way they write is so different than ours. It's like we don't understand it.
How do you do Braille in Japanese?
There was Braille. I'm in the bathroom.
There was?
I'm on my toilet in the hotel.
Oh, on the
that's
true.
little computer
that's
thing,
true, yeah.
and I'm like,
not the computers on the toilet.
How?
She said oscillate ×2.
I'm just like, no. Yeah. I'd rather be deaf.
Me too. I agree.
I'd rather just a life without music.
I mean, you could feel the bass.
If you go somewhere loud,
yeah, you'll feel the bass. Or what a lot of deaf people do is they put their hand on the speaker to feel it.
Love that.
Yeah, so that way you still, you know.
But I just could. I had to see.
Deaf people can drive, right?
Yeah, why not?
Well, because how would you hear? Yeah, let us know. Because I was thinking, how would you hear a siren coming? That's my only thing.
I feel like they can't drive.
Speaking of sirens, don't ever stay next to a police station in Japan.
Oh my gosh. Ma'am, you think they have an emergency every night?
We were like, oh my God. Is this not the craziest thing, though? How many times did we hear that siren go off? But did you ever see one siren during the day?
No.
Right? I was thinking about that. I was like, why was it going off almost every night?
Every night.
And then during the day, I never saw it, never heard it.
Never
I'm like,
seen one.
Anyways, your next one?
Oh.
She's up next. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So this summer, every weekend, you're going to be poolside or beachside. Okay? Would you rather...
Okay.
Wear a Speedo with a shirt?
I already know where that's going.
Or board shorts with no shirt anytime you're near that water.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bottomless with a shirt. I was like, whoa.
Oh, no. So you could either wear a Speedo and a shirt
or board
shorts with no shirt. It's
the same thing. So bottom still in general.
But I know how you are with your shirts in the water.
It's both shirtless though.
No, Speedo and a shirt.
Oh, Speedo and a shirt.
Or shorts.
Oh, sorry. I thought
your
both
regular
shirtless.
Shorts and no shirt.
Oh, I could have sworn you said shirtless and Speedo. That's why I was like, oh, I see where this is going. Because I thought you were going to flip it. Well, is it like a packed pool? Like, I'm always at my aunt's house.
Yeah,
I'll be shirtless, girl.
Every weekend you gonna be by the water. Is what I said.
I Dude, you know what's so crazy? Every single time that we go somewhere with my brother, but my brother grew up in such a different, he's 13 years younger than me. He grew up in such a different generation that he'll be out in the beach, in the pool, everything
he don't care.
shirtless. He don't care.
Man, he was in my hotel room with no shirt on.
Literally. And I'm
I was
like,
come on, girl.
and he's bigger than me.
He's a big girl.
But he grew up in the body positivity era, and I grew up in the body shaming era.
Yeah, no, honestly.
So it's like, damn.
Honestly, you grew up in the Tyra Banks, like, you're too fat era.
Literally.
Yeah.
I was like, so yeah, even though he's bigger than me, and girl, he got them big old tickle bitties. So I'm like,
Remember when he walked in with all the luggage and he had no shirt on? I was like, okay, girl.
I wanted to fight him that day, bitch.
I was
like,
sitting there minding my own.
I was like, oh, I'm pissed. I'm like, bitch, I paid for your whole trip, and you act like you do so much for me. My brother y'all. Obviously, we filmed for our travel channel, right? He threw it in my face that he carried my backpack twice on the trip for a total of 2 hours. The whole trip.
The whole
and
10 days.
He threw that in my face, and I paid $2,000 for his damn trip. Well, it's still on a firm, but I'll eventually pay it off.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So I'm just like, you have the audacity to throw that in my face. I'll go. I'm not wearing a Speedo, so I'll go shirtless. I would literally rather. I'm not wearing a Speedo. Like, I don't even wear. Like, I look at guys, right?
Wear the little underwears.
My ex, one time, he would always wear boxer briefs,
Shorts.
like me.
Yeah.
And one time, I was like, how do you wear those? Like,
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it either. I think I wore them when I was like 6,
Or have you ever seen like the elephant trunk or like where they make them like sexy?
Oh, yeah.
I would be like, what are you doing?
I don't find that cute.
I find it repulsive.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't
find it like, I'll beat your ass if you come in the room with that.
But I guess if you're just if you're like corny and trying to be jokester, then I get it. You know what I mean? Because you're being like, I'm joking.
Did you see when Citra and Sam got married and she's like, I could be his little corn star instead of porn star?
No, and I feel like I just watched that one because that was the second to last one, right?
When they got married and
because the brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was like,
I missed that part.
I could be his little corn star, and the producer's like, did you just say corn star?
I know. I was like, I don't get it. Did she look like a corn on the cob or what?
I thought she was just stupid, like not stupid, but her English is like it's not good. But she was like, oh, because I'm corny, and I was like, okay, she's funny.
Oh, I get it. I was like,
she's funny.
She seems so boring to me.
Did you see she's
pregnant? Yeah. Well, I saw that from Instagram though.
Okay. Yeah.
I followed the spoiler.
I seen that they put the stories out after the episodes came out, and I was like,
that man's up to no good. I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
I'm sorry. His whole thing.
Why do you look like a weird reptile that I've never seen?
You're just saying that because he has no bottom row of teeth, girl. That's what meth
he
will do
looks
to you.
like the little pink ones. What are they called?
Salamander.
Something like that. It starts with an X or an A.
Oh. I really thought it was a salamander.
It's like a long pink. Yeah, well, he looks like a salamander too. Oh. And she's like pretty. She's not. Not him turning Muslim just to marry her.
Wait, hold on. Off topic of our would you rather's. Would you ever switch religions for a man? Like if you had to do. My dad was Christian and he became Catholic.
Okay, I feel like that's very subtle.
Yeah.
But to switch from just American, I do drugs and I drink, to a fucking
riding around dirty with some damn pills in my car.
To a Muslim,
yeah,
you're way out of line.
I think though that he was just doing it just to marry her, but I don't think he's gonna practice the religion. Do you know what I mean? There's one thing about me that I'm just not gonna switch to being a Muslim. Well, I don't even think I could. They don't like gays.
Dude, of all the religions, if anything, I believe in what I believe in. I'm skeptical even on that. Like, I'm not gonna believe in your shit.
You know what I don't like about religion is that you're not supposed to question. And I'm like, I got questions.
I'm sorry.
When I was younger, I used to have to. Well, first of all, I was a catechism, and then every single Sunday I would have to go to church with my grandpa, and I would have questions as a kid, and he would always say, "You're not supposed to question the Lord." I'm like, girl.
Well, that's a red flag. Anything, not even just the Lord. Anything you're not supposed to question.
Well, God's a narcissist, girl. That's why I don't question him.
Mm-hmm. True that.
Oh, so the last one was yours, right?
Yeah.
Mine are very innocent and kind of boring this time, but then I was like, low-key, they're kind of good. But, this is a good one. Would you rather meet your soulmate within the next 5 years or win the current lottery tomorrow? And the current lottery is at $640 million, y'all. So.
Win the lottery. Bitch, I've been 32 years old.
But then what if you don't meet your soulmate?
I went 32 years old without meeting him.
Yeah. And then on top of that
I'll
too,
just be
I
rich.
think that like
I'll just have fun.
a lot of people just settle for people. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to necessarily be. I think there's a lot of people out there who don't end up with their soulmate. You know what I mean? I think that they just end up with somebody they're
Ma'am, I
comfortable
literally
with.
thought every person I've ever been with is my soulmate. So clearly I don't
Dude,
care.
we're so opposite because I've never felt any of every guy I've been with. I'm like, no. And I told you my ex too. He would be like, "You're my soulmate," and I was like, I don't feel that way about you. Like
Maybe I just
knew.
use the term loosely as well.
Oh yeah,
But
maybe.
no, I'd rather have the money and then I just go be a fuckboy. I don't.
Yeah,
I
be a
really
little
care.
hoe.
I'm like, I'm already old. Like, I love shit. Like, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not sitting
Yeah.
here holding on to hopes and dreams anymore. Like,
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as that.
absolutely.
But I never felt it. I would rather win the lottery too. Just saying.
No, yeah, I was like, if you said the soulmate, I was like, okay, you're trash.
Yeah, and we'll tell you why we both want to win the lottery as soon as we get to our freaking flight experience on United.
Oh man,
My ass is still numb.
man. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, would you rather only be able to drink red wine or champagne?
Girl. It's so crazy because when I was younger, I used to like champagne. Like I would be like with mimosas.
I never liked champagne.
I used to champagne. I used to like it, but now that I'm older, I'm like, no, I hate red wine, so champagne. 100%, without a doubt, because I hate red wine. I hate wine in
Honestly,
general.
I think I'd rather choose red wine.
Oh no! I'll take the champagne. Um. Oh, this is the one that I had to online. Would you? And I thought it was a good one. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for 10? I was like, oh, I'm using
Jail.
that. Right, because it's faster. That's what I thought too. I'm like, but you're gonna wake up 10 years older.
Than men's.
Well, and hey, you know what? You're gonna go through how many weekends in there, and you'll be lesbian on the weekends, like you normally are. So,
oh, ma'am, I'd be letting him eat me up.
y'all got a little margin on this puss.
Ma'am, I'd have the hardest bitch in there. I would be her bitch.
Have you ever seen Orange is the New Black?
No.
Ah, damn, Romeo Boo. She a big old lesbian in there, girl. Should have took you to Pound Town with that tongue, girl.
I'll be fucking brushing her hair. Like, don't play.
What if she looked like Amanda Perez?
She can brush my hair.
That's it, right? That was my last one. Okay, we do have a couple hot, literally just a couple, just two little things that I wanted to talk about. Oh, did we ever talk about, just because this is the number one Larsa Pippen hater over here, which like I've said before, I don't know, I just don't hate anybody that much. Like put me on blast. I think I've asked you this before. Put me on blast. Like who that I hate that much, besides like family members. I'm talking about celebrities, bitch.
The reason I was like self-examining, and the reason I can't stand her so much is because she's so inauthentic.
Yeah,
but okay,
I agree with that.
A lot of celebrities are.
Yeah,
but my thing is, like, she's hot for an older woman her age. She's hot. She's just so insecure that she like puts it on other people.
Yeah, and
I'm just like, ugh. And then she's such a Kim Kardashian wannabe. Like, you could never stop.
That's what Adriana always calls her, Kim Kardashian wannabe.
Look, she could never stop. She's so, and I get it. Like, when I was 16, 17, 18, I was so far up my man's ass. You couldn't find me. She's still so far
at
up
50
her
years
ass.
old.
Like, the fact that he was the only man at the reunion of the Miami Housewives triggered. I'm pissed.
I told her, if you guys are not watching Real Housewives of Miami, no, all of them have men there. All of them
has husbands,
and she is the only one with her man there.
And then I meant to text you, and her and her man Marcus, is that his name?
Marcus, yeah.
Are they like, how come you don't talk about nobody else's mom and dad? And Andy Cohen's like,
no one else's mom. Dad
is Michael
Jordan. Yeah.
And I'm like, so you guys thought you ate something there when you're like, nobody else talks about the mom and dad.
No one else's moms and dads are celebrities. Like, come on.
Thank you.
And then on top of that too, knowing that they had like a really big public feud,
and that he doesn't approve of the relationship. These are all things that they're gonna eat up. Like,
yeah.
Reality TV.
Well, and besides that little relationship, which by the way, spoiler alert, supposedly they broke up. Excuse me. My whole thing is, besides that storyline, what else would she have been entertaining for on the season?
I don't know.
Like, that was the only thing that she brought to the season.
Never heard of her until the first time I heard of her was when she started dating this extremely younger man.
Oh, you didn't know who she was before?
I never knew who she was.
Oh, I knew of her before. I think the first time I heard of her, honestly, was because I did watch the very first season of
And what
Housewife, and
She used to be Kardashian's friend.
she was used to be. I don't know if she still is. She used to be Kim Kardashian's friend. She was in Keeping Up with the Kardashians a couple times, so I knew she was there. But yeah, I never was a fan of hers.
And something's up with her body.
I tell you what, though, if you guys watch Real Housewives of Miami, Kiki that's my girl. I'm in love with Kiki. Like I'm like I want to be her friend so bad, and I don't ever say that about anybody, but I'm like she just seems like such a fun, good time, and
she doesn't like the one with the nose, the one that looks like a dinosaur, the one with the husband, Lenny.
Oh, you think her nose is weird? I know you're talking about. I can't think of her name now,
with
but
the 2 kids. And
yeah.
Hot man.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, but
she looks like a dinosaur. She looks like
no, I know
they're always flared. Her nostrils are flared.
Oh, I think she's actually really pretty. I think she's really pretty, but
she's
like
crazy.
I don't like her. But yeah,
she's out of her mind.
Crazy.
She's skinny as shit.
Good for her.
She's skinty.
I don't know, but Kiki's my number one. I want her to be a main character on the show. You can tell by the order of who's the most popular of how they sit them on the couch. So who's sitting closest? When they put
Larsa's ugly ass in
the front. Well, I think because of her relationship making headlines all the time with Marcus.
Recently, especially.
Yeah. Well, anyways, the reason why I brought this up is because we've talked about Larsa Pippen a few times on our pod, and I feel like we haven't talked about her breaking up. Which I want to say, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen the reunion. They're back together. I was going to say, did you see the part, though, where they had said that they were going to purchase a house? That she sold her apartment?
Said, and they said commingle finances? And
yes.
She was like, I think so.
Yeah.
And some of the girls were like,
why would you do that?
I just think that rich. You're not like a regular soccer mom. Like, you don't need to be doing that.
Well, and then did I tell you about Kyle Richards and her man? She officially signed for or not signed.
She was at the girls' concert.
Yes,
in the front row.
Morgan Wade. Yep.
Woo, front row.
So I don't know if you guys kept up with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but she had initially basically alluded to the fact that I don't think we'll ever get divorced. We may live separate, do your own thing, live your own life, but they have so many businesses and investments in together because they kind of pretty much started from not too much. I wouldn't say that they started off poor, but they built so much together. Like we're talking about like hundreds of millions of dollars together. Mm-hmm. So there's just too much what's the word that I'm looking for? Like it'll be too difficult for them to have a divorce. So I'm like, oh, I get that. Well, she ended up filing for a divorce. She filed for a divorce, which I thought is crazy because I'm like, dude, that's gonna be like one of the messiest freaking divorces in here. Like, how do you, unless they're just so like 50-50 split it all, you know what I mean? But I feel like people are so greedy.
Which is crazy because I feel like if I ever got to that point, I'd just be so over you. I just like I don't want to like.
I feel like
pick and choose and like just drag you back. I just want to let you go.
So you wouldn't fight for 50% of everything?
I would want 50%.
Yeah, okay.
But other than that, like I wouldn't like eye gouge you for anything.
Absolutely. But I was just gonna tell you is I feel that if we both came from the same upbringing and we both invested into it, I in my heart would know that we both put 50-50 into this. Give me 50%. I'm
especially
good.
if we have kids and everything. Yep. Like we'll just be equal parents. Yep. And 50-50. But the eye gouging and like dragging it out and like how Lenny had what's her name?
Dude, I know. Why did I forget her name?
Lenny had her. Remember, he was like, "You can't have kids around people around my kids." He had all these rules for her. Like you're out. Like my life, your life. Goodbye.
But honestly, I could understand. This is gonna sound so messed up, but I could understand why Lenny left her. She seems so fucking annoying. Lisa, you're good, girl. I'm sorry.
Lisa's annoying.
She's very annoying.
She's needy.
I think she's a gorgeous girl.
She's very out of touch. Wait, why did Larsa tell the pregnant one, the one who just got pregnant?
Oh, the doctor.
She was like, all you do, you don't have a real job. You put people to sleep.
She said that?
Yes.
She said that on the reunion.
Yes.
Oh, I missed that.
She
said you don't have a real job. Dude, do you know that anesthesiologists are like one of the highest paid? Yes. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Literally. And I was like,
and
she was like bitching about like you don't have a real job. I have real jobs. You don't have real jobs.
I think they're the richest on the season. I think I told you before. Her and her man, because y'all they purchased this house for $12 million and sold it for $55 million. But on top of that too, I guess apparently he has a lot of like bomb investments. Like he's a good like investor. He knows how to make little business moves, you know. And I'm like on top of that too, she's staying being a doctor who I'm sure she's making at least $600,000 a year from that because I'm like she's
an anesthesiologist
here in LA County, girl. They'd be making like $600,000. So I'm like I'm sure she's at least
in Miami.
Miami,
put it on them plastic surgery bitches asleep.
Yeah, I'm like that's money in the bank right there.
And I like her. I think she's so hot.
I like her too, but she's
pretty, and then the fact she's a doctor. I'm like,
she rubbed me the wrong way that one time that she did lie. I was like, You're literally lying about
Well,
that
about
girl she
bringing
invited.
the girl she invited.
I was like, she's like, I don't even talk to her. I'm like, you
Then why are you
literally
inviting
were.
her?
Yes. I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, girl, stop, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to have to take a little bit of a break before we get into our next hot topic. We are just.
Damn, we went on a 10. I literally forgot the camera was there for 10 minutes. You
Well,
want to talk about Larsa Pimpin'?
we haven't talked about the Real Housewives in a while. That's why. But I do have to go to the restroom and I do need to change out the battery. We'll be back, and I do have 2 other hot topics, and then we'll get into our story time of Japón. So we'll be right back. Hey y'all, and we're back. Also, I do want to say this. I keep on forgetting. I'm a shitty YouTuber, dude. Like, I'll be watching other people's podcasts and stuff, and they always remind, like, if you guys support the channel, just give a thumbs up. You know, and when have we ever said that?
Never.
Like, she always makes a joke about like and subscribe.
But I'm literally just saying.
We legit never do it though. So if you guys support our channel, thumbs up. It really does help us out. Our 2 more hot topics. Okay, so you know Becky G.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. So
I'll say it.
I just wanted to say it.
Okay.
No, you can't, because you don't even know what I'm gonna say. So I know somebody who has worked with her for a long period of time, who was once upon a time friends with her, right? Mm-hmm. And it was so crazy because her man cheated on her like last year, okay?
Becky G's man.
And he proposed to her, yes. And I do have to tell you, this man is fine. Like, he is
red flag.
Right. I'm like,
Absolutely.
you're too hot. Like,
Yeah,
have you
no.
seen him before? Let me see. Hold on. What's his name? Sebastian. Let me Google. No, I looked at his Instagram. I was like, whoa.
Too hot. Dude,
Whoa.
being too hot is a red flag.
It is. And I was like, okay, Becky G's a really beautiful girl. She's really, really like cute and shit. But
Now you're getting cheated on.
this man, I was like, oh, that's my. You won't like him though.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I don't think he is, but he like looks like, I don't know, like Middle Eastern-ish. She don't like Middle Eastern looking guys, but just, that's him, right? That's him. He's just a hot, beautiful.
He's fine.
He's just a hot, beautiful man.
Yeah, he's hot as shit.
Oh, I put on vibrate. Oh no, I didn't put on vibrate.
Yeah, he's hot.
Right?
Yeah, he is.
He's a soccer player. His name's
He's
Sebastian.
got a nice jaw. He's all muscular. And a soccer player, don't play with me.
Dude, like him.
Look at his legs.
How do you look that good while playing soccer?
Yeah, he's fucking hot.
Oh, like, come on, I would just look like the Blob transitioning.
Yeah, I want to
like,
see them together.
dude.
He looks like a piece of shit, though, to be honest with you. To
Okay.
be real honest with you.
So last year, I guess, within the same year, don't quote me on this, once again, I don't have my facts straight, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. He proposed to her within the same year and then ended up caught cheating on her. And so she broke up with him. She took off the ring or whatever. And this person that I know, because I dead ass was with her like 2 days later. And she's like, she's going to take him back. I know Becky. She's going to take him back. She's just going to wait some time, whatever. Bitch, they're back together. So they were actually spotted together yesterday. And I literally even took this like screenshot of Becky G and Sebastian whatever are looking awfully cozy as a couple and coupled up in Frisco, Texas. You're sitting like that, smiling at each other like that. Don't you think they're back together?
Of course.
Right? And my whole thing, the reason why I wanted to specifically talk about this is because I think that people can take back cheaters, and I understand, because when you have years of like established partnership or whatever, I could understand it. But my whole thing, especially, well, first of all, you know that I wouldn't be able to. But
yeah,
I'm saying,
okay, thank you. I'm talking about for me.
Yeah, for me.
I'm sure it exists out there. People can. For me, no chance in hell. And like I've said before, I tolerate a lot.
Girl, I tolerated a lot.
So
that's where I would have drawn the line too, is that cheating. I'm like, oh, you socked me in the jaw, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, you cheated on me?
Well, my whole thing is, and the reason for this, okay, before y'all jump ahead, I can't take back a cheater because I know my brain and I will overthink everything.
I'm a thinker by nature.
Yes.
So I'm already thinking, you haven't done nothing to me, and I'm
already thinking it. Yes, exactly.
I'm already over here thinking.
And so my whole thing is like, oh, you're going to Starbucks? Are you really? I'm going to feel the need to track your location. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why am I doing that to me? Why am I doing that to you? It's done.
It's just got to be over.
Yes.
But just in general, we've had this talk before. Just people have a hard time leaving.
Yeah.
Their situation.
But when you're as rich, hot, and successful as Becky G,
but then that's like the Chloe syndrome. No, all the money in the world, you're still gonna be a dumbass.
You just reminded me.
Which
Can I ask you guys a question? Do you guys think that Chloe is with her man?
Yes,
Because
she
I made
is.
this comment. I don't know if I said it to you or someone else.
You said it to me.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like on the low, I feel like she's still with him.
She just is being good at avoiding,
not publicizing it.
Yeah, because she can't. She is one of the ones that can't handle it because she always has to react. And
People will talk shit.
Say shit back.
Yeah.
You know, dude, if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't give a shit what the comments say.
Girl, I don't give a shit now.
Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't care. But it's like for her, she does. And
Yeah.
she replies and she gets affected by what
and
it
she
says.
writes back on her stories about it and stuff. I'm like,
dude, please use your platform for other good.
My whole thing though of bringing this up too is like us as average Joes who have no.
This is just me though.
We're no celebrity or whatever. The whole thing, the reason why I bring it up, is how are you a international celebrity, right? And you accept this cheater back. Like, look, I get it. Like,
dude,
the man's hot, you know.
Yeah, but she can have any hot guy that she wants.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yeah. So that's why I'm like,
she can literally have any hot guy, a lookalike of that.
I
fool.
don't. I
It's just that people get enamored and entrapped with the idea of this person, their partner, in their
and they
head,
feel like they need that
and they
person.
feel like they have to be with them. Their life has to be with them. And
I
I've been there
it.
before where I've thought like I have to be this person. This is what my life is meant to be.
Well, I see. Okay, so I feel like you could come from a little bit more of an empathetic place as to where I don't think that I really can in that situation because I know that I would never.
I mean, I can, as far as like accepting shit that I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you, I've never found out that I was getting cheated on and stayed.
Oh, never.
Never, ever.
Oh, so then you
ever.
can't. Then you can't even.
No,
come from that.
but
okay.
I feel like dealt with shit that I shouldn't have.
Well, me too.
But I've definitely.
But no, I'm specifically talking about cheating.
Anytime I found out I was ever getting cheated on was the last time that I was ever with that person.
Oh, okay.
That's like my one thing that I just.
That's the draw the line.
Maybe it's because I just know how I am, or I know like I would never cheat on somebody.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't do like I don't want to be with you for the rest of my life if I know that you can betray me in the worst way.
Yeah.
Like,
I just wonder a lot of times too if a lot of people that accept these cheaters back, and I'm being so serious right now, it's gonna sound like a joke, but what if they're like cuckolds, you know?
No, I don't think so. I think
what if they are though? Like
maybe, but
a lot of people have fascinations of seeing their partner getting, rammed by other people or ramming other people. So
one of my exes wanted that.
A cuckold experience?
Well, would like talk about me being with other people.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It turns some people on.
I didn't do it, but I was like...
Yeah, but, well, you know what? I'd be like, is this a test?
Yeah, and then as soon as we broke up, he's like, you're a slut. You wanted that. Literally,
exactly.
And I was like...
It was a test the whole time.
You got me.
People be doing the most, like, tests, like that. And I'd be like, are you being for real right now?
I just think that some people are just don't... And I don't shame or judge anybody who would accept cheating or not leave immediately.
Or if you're in a cuckold experience or whatever, like be in a cuckold experience, like let it be your guys' open thing. If you guys have an open relationship,
I don't think it's that.
Even though I'm anti-open relationship, but my whole thing is just accept it. When there's so many games being played and manipulation and lies and like all this, that's why I'm like, oh my god, why are you staying? Like just be an open relationship. Like then cool. Then you guys know, hey, we're doing other things, but we're still together at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
Just like trust is just a fucking hard thing to break.
Yeah, well, I know that I would be done, but I don't know. I was just like, girl, you're Becky G.
But also, it's the Chloe syndrome. Like Chloe just be having this people make her look so dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And just staying with him like he's the only black man on earth.
Yeah, it's like, girl, you can go get any other man.
You can have anybody.
Yeah.
But it's just like the bullshit that comes out of the mouth. That's the bullshit they want to hear.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't believe people. Period. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, especially after you cheat,
and
I'm
that guy's
like,
hot as shit. But it's just like I guarantee you, I can scroll the gram and find another hot guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and she can snatch that up. But I think also too, I think maybe celebrities think like, oh Tristan's hot, he's successful. Oh, Sebastian's hot, he's successful. So they can't find another one who is hot and successful. They're hot and doing OnlyFans, Because
then I would find, if I was successful, I wouldn't necessarily, I don't want to lose her, but I don't need somebody to be on, my level. If I was truly looking for a partner.
Yeah.
I would just be like, oh, as long as you're, got your shit together.
Would you date somebody who does OnlyFans but solo? Solo OnlyFans?
No.
Oh, really? I would be open to that. That doesn't bother me.
Never.
If it's solo. If you're doing collaborations, not down. Not doing that. No. But if you're solo, I don't care.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, but you better be bringing in the money.
Nah, well, okay. I didn't know you were gonna give me something. Then I'd be like,
Whoa, girl, what would be the benefit then for me?
oh, then it depends.
I'm like, cause there's some of these like, did you see that it was reported that Iggy Azalea is making $6 million a month from OnlyFans?
Does she show her coochie?
I don't know. Girl, I subscribe
Let
to
that
that.
coochie breathe.
Bitch, I think I'm just keeping it real. Like, if I met a man who was already established in OnlyFans and he's like, "Oh, I make 150 grand a month," I'm like, I'm not gonna make you give up 150 grand a month. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
so low. Like, I don't think Iggy Azalea is out there like taking back shots on OnlyFans. Because from what I've seen, I told you before that like celebrity page that I follow on Twitter. The post that she had posted, to me, it just looks like sexy. How do you call it? Like boudoir.
Boudoir.
But how do you? I never know how to say that.
Boudoir.
Boudoir. Boudoir. Armoire. Like, bitch, why they call it an armoire? Bitch, call it a nightstand.
Yeah.
What the fuck is an armoire?
The dresser.
Yeah, like, bitch, it's from IKEA. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. That's Swedish.
Interesting.
Anyways, I just brought that up because I just get so tripped out that celebrities be taking back all these cheaters. It's
I just like,
whoa.
dude, I know, dude, I've accepted the wildest shit in my life. Like, if I think back and I'm just like, what a dumbass bitch. But I swear on my child I love, like, I have never found out I was getting cheated on and stayed with that person.
Yeah.
Never.
But I think everybody has their lines. You know, like some people will be like, "Oh, if you hit me, that's the line," rather than cheating.
And that wasn't my line.
That wasn't my line either, girl.
But cheating, you bitch.
Yeah.
You hitting her?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm like, girl. All right, the last little hot topic before we get into Japón. And the reason why I put this on the list is because I'm so sorry. If you guys have not seen, Kanye West is married to a new girl now. Her name's Bianca Sensori.
I just got done telling you. I said I'm about done tired of this bitch.
Well, her dad came out, right? And this is
out.
so I just took a little, like, I copied and pasted it. Y'all, I'm not reading the full article on here. Y'all know how we do. If you guys want drama videos, go to my main channel. This ain't it.
What is she, Italian?
I don't know. Well, Sensori, I feel like would be Italian, right? But anyways, it says Bianca's father, Leo, wants to have a proper sit down with Kanye and ask him what the hell he is thinking when he parades Bianca around like a trashy, naked trophy pony, a source told the outlet. He knows that there is no way in hell that Kanye would allow this for his daughters, so it makes no sense why he would encourage this for his own wife. Also, there was being clips brought up that he was talking shit to Kim Kardashian for dressing too revealing. So why do you have this girl? And I'm just here. Okay, here's my synopsis of it. Right. I think that he low-key probably was insecure of Kim Kardashian because she's literally like
the biggest celebrity.
Literally, like, come on, she's the modern age Marilyn Monroe, right? Yes. I think that he was insecure, so he didn't want her to dress so revealing
because she has all eyes.
And this girl, I think he met her.
Nobody.
Yeah, I think she worked at Adidas, like not at Adidas, but like Adidas corporate, I think, like, or something for Yeezy. Like, she was something within the fashion realm, right? And I'm like, he has her. If you guys have not seen, obviously we can't show no pictures here.
She has her stockings with her cooter out.
Out.
And then she just holds her hand there to block it.
Yes. And then she's photographed completely. Breast full out.
And I'm just like,
yep.
She's so skinny, but she has the hugest tits.
Yeah, well, that's all besides the point. I don't care if she's Ally McBeal. My whole thing is like, why are you naked on a red carpet? On a red carpet.
And there was a thing. Remember I told you that it was like, she said that she doesn't think she's being controlled by a mastermind, whatever. She thinks he's just a genius.
Well, I did tell her this before, and this is just my personal opinion. I do think that Kanye West played a huge role into Kim Kardashian's fashion era. I honestly think Kim Kardashian was put on the map for a long time for makeup, and then as soon as she got with Kanye, she turned into the fashion queen. Yeah. I do think he does have an eye for, not on himself, I do think he has an eye for fashion.
Fish boots and the fucking rubber coat.
Girl, yeah.
Walking around like this.
Yeah, on himself, I think he's horrible. But honestly, like, just seeing all the behind the scenes of how he would like style Kim, I'm like, okay. And that's when she was like blowing up because she was making headlines. And that's why all these brands started working with her. You know, like Balenciaga, Fendi, like all these big brands were like, we're making her the poster child. And I do think that Kanye did have an influence in that 100%. But I think that it was done in a really classy, edgy way. Like, Kim Kardashian was never out there nude.
Not once do we get to see her cooter.
Yeah, I mean, we did
On the
for
street.
Playboy, you know, but that was before Kanye,
Yeah.
you know, so that's why I'm just like, I don't know what's up with this, and I like that the dad's speaking out. I'm just saying.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Love
good.
it. She's already so brainwashed. She ain't gonna listen.
I think so too, but I think things are put into perspective, and goes to all men, all the 2 men watching this.
And they're all gay.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. But to straight, if you guys know,
if there's a straight guy
let us know.
watching this, and you have any interest in me, message me.
Stupid. We just want to see. It's just an experiment.
It's just
But
curious.
my whole thing though is straight men in general, whenever they're cheating, whenever they're doing this, whenever they're like, oh yeah, I want to do this to a girl, think about your daughter doing that. And the fact that you have multiple daughters, like, your cap's on.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, girl. She said, ooh, that soju that got to be.
Yeah, I don't. You know how I feel about her with me with her coochie out. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know much about her as a person. I've never seen her talk.
Did you see that North had posted?
Demetizan?
She posted a drawing of the album cover, and you know how the album cover has, what's her name,
Bianca.
has her naked on it. So North had drew it, and she posted it. Yes, and then it got deleted. Who else has control of North's Instagram?
I have not seen that.
Mm-hmm.
How does Kim feel about that?
It got deleted, so that's how she feels about it. It got deleted.
But behind the scenes, I want to know, like, how I would be triggered if
Well,
that was my daughter drawing my stepmom's naked
it was the one
body.
She had that little skirt and her ass is like out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Girl, I feel bad for Kanye. Honestly,
Did you see Kanye tweeting about take my kids out of school and he put their school in there?
Yeah, but he already y'all. He had already got backlash because he had already said the name of the school, and that's when Kim was like, "He's literally putting my
kids in danger."
They're in a private school that, like, you know, is super private.
Well,
Why would
I gotta
you do
go pick them up
that?
after school, you idiot! Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Even if I couldn't stand
But
my
I
partner, I would never do that.
I was just gonna say, and you know, it's definitely true. Kanye has something. Like, he's like Britney Spears. You know what I mean? Like, he's not.
Yeah. We shouldn't be afraid to be like, okay, you have like a mental disorder.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is. I'm no expert, but
the expert should step in.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
Normal people don't have their wife with their coochie out in the streets when it's 4 degrees. Normal, even 100 degrees. We don't necessarily want our partner to have their business out. We don't put our kids' school out there when we're celebrities.
Knowing you have stalker. How many celebrities have psycho stalkers?
Ma'am.
Like,
could you I would be livid if I was Kim for you to put my fucking kid's school out there.
Well, that's why I always say I feel like her and the whole Kardashian clan, they have a great, like, they hold it down.
They're the best.
Like, PR training. Like, whoever does their stuff, I don't know. I feel like Chris is the mastermind behind it. Because if that was me, I would be like Cardi B out there on live, screaming, cussing out. That would be
the one few times where I'm pulling
I'm losing my mind. Don't put my
B.
business out there like that, especially you being their father. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel the need to make those? But then I do have to stop and realize that he does have
a mental disorder.
He genuinely does. Yeah. He said that he was diagnosed as bipolar, but I'm like, low key, you're coming off as schizophrenic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my opinion,
check
just an
your
opinion.
meds. Check your meds.
Anyways, y'all, let's get down into our little story time of Hapon. Where do you want to start? Should we start with our trip on the way there? I feel like our trip on the way there was pretty good. Y'all, I do have a bone to pick. United, they are progressively getting cheaper with their quality of seats. I remember I flew United for the very first time when I was 18 years old. That was actually my first flight, and I flew United to New York, and I thought it was nice. Like, I was like, oh, this is nice. This is comfy. Yes, I was like, oh, this is nice. And this was in 2008, and I thought it was really nice, comfortable. Y'all, them seats are about this thin. Like, our asses were numb the whole entire time. That's my little one bone to pick that I'm just like, why are they progressively getting so, like, cheap? Like, put a little cushion on them.
On cardboard.
Yeah.
Cardboard the whole time.
And this is going to be a hot take here, and I understand how it may be a little offensive to some people out there, but don't serve curry on a plane.
Ma'am. Don't serve curry around me. How about that?
No, girl, that whole plane. I was like, so I always sign up because y'all know that I'm vegetarian. I don't eat meat. So I always sign up for my little vegetarian meal when you're doing international flights. And I was like, I opened up my plate and we were like,
it's like, shut it. I don't fuck with curry.
Okay, I'm gonna jump ahead here because this has nothing to do with anything, right? Like it doesn't like our way home wasn't anything significant. I feel like on the way home, the flight attendant and I was like, first of all, bitch, mind your fucking business, okay? She handed me a plate of another thing of curry. I opened it up and remember I put it in your
Oh
nose,
yeah.
and I was like, I'm not doing it. Like I'm not having this, you know.
I just want to eat.
I opened it up and I shut it immediately. And then so as soon as I was sitting on the window, she was sitting in the middle, my brother was sitting on the aisle. As soon as the flight attendant had came back or whatever, I handed it to her, and she's like, "Is he not eating?" And my brother's like, "Oh, huh?" And I overheard her. I was like, "Oh, I just didn't like it." And she goes, "You didn't even touch it." I was like, is this coming from? Did you make this? Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure this was sitting in a heater in the back. Like
You were slaving away back there.
yes, I was like, girl, why are you putting me on blast? I was like, girl, I just didn't like it because I knew exactly what it was. It was the same shit as the
Same
trip
shit you
here.
served me on the way here.
Yes, I'm like, I already know I don't like it. Like, sorry, it's just But they do love their curry in Japan. Anyways, take the wheel here with our our first day getting there.
Okay.
Do you remember? She's all, I don't remember.
We got there. What did we do that night?
Akihabara.
We went to we went to the where they have all the arcades and the
Yes,
machines
Akihabara.
and the lights in the cities.
That's where, if you guys ever want to go to see, like, basically where, like, Nintendo and Sega and all that stuff is, like, super popular. They have arcades on a. You know what I want to say about the Japanese people is they're, like, the most innocent people.
Ma'am, that's why they're so obsessed with Disney and video games.
Yeah.
100%.
The first night we went there, though, which I do have to say, like, I had no intention of, like, y'all. Last time I went to Japan, I had maybe drank one time, okay? We went to a happy hour, and that was just pretty much it. And then this one over here was like,
I didn't know that 7-Eleven served all the drinks that I would
yeah,
drink.
she got so excited, and I was
I
like,
was like,
well,
oh my God, seltzers.
I was like, she can't drink alone because then she's gonna be looked at as an alcoholic. So I took one for the team, and we hiked on a mission to go to Akihabara. We went there and just roamed around and drank, and then we literally walked back, which was 1.7 miles each way.
Yeah, and this is like what? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock?
No,
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 what time was it?
because we went to Tendon-Tenya, remember?
Oh, we did go to.
And it closed at 9.
That was so good.
Oh, our very
The
first
udon
night.
noodles.
Y'all. Okay, so it's a popular chain of fast food over there called Tendon-Tenya. And y'all, first of all, the food over there is so cheap. Like so cheap.
It should be legal.
Yeah, it was $6 for, you get a bowl of rice, you get tempura, how you like it. You can get vegetable, you can get shrimp, whatever, and then you get your udon in the hot noodles. Oh, it was good.
Your little soft boiled egg.
Yes, your little soft boiled egg. Anyways, that was the first day, and then the second day we had woke up early. Which, by the way, before we went to bed, I said I'm gonna check the weather because we hadn't purchased our hop on and off bus tickets, which is like the roofless bus. I'm sure you guys have seen it plenty of times. Every city has it. And it said that it was not gonna rain. It said 0% chance.
0%.
0%. 0%.
0%.
It was 0% of rain, y'all. And I was like, okay. So I bought our tickets. Not like I paid, but I mean, like I ordered them. And the next morning we woke up. Guess what? It's raining.
Man, it was windy. It was rainy. It was
Y'all,
wishy-washy.
we went on this hop on and off tour bus, and I do have to. Me and her just were. My brother's all sitting over there like Eeyore, like just and me and her are losing our mind because what else do you do in this scenario? They turn onto a freeway. Oh, when they turn on the freeway,
And it's topless vehicle.
Yeah.
We put our ponchos on at this point, and we're like. But all the wind's going in the
blowing
ponchos,
it in your face. The wind is going to rain.
Everywhere. It was just to the point where we're like buried in the couch.
I think we have a picture. If we have a picture, I'll put it up right here, where we're literally just sitting on this roofless bus of like
the roofless bus.
We literally were just we were laughing hysterically the whole time because we're like,
we missed the whole sightseeing of everything.
Didn't see the whole Rainbow Bridge.
Didn't see it.
Missed the whole thing because we were covered in plastic. I'm like, girl, this was just, and I'm like. I understand weather is just unpredictable, but I was like, oh my God, like it was just
Of all the days.
Of all the days, and
Of
it
all the
literally had
days.
said when I bought our tickets at like I want to say it was like 11 p.m. the night before, and it literally said 0% chance. I was like, that's how unpredictable it is. And we woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We were at the bus stop at 9 o'clock, which was 45 minutes from our hotel. So I'm like, we were there at the butt crack of dawn. But anyways, we still made it. We made it on that bus, and the couple of things that we did see were great.
Yeah.
Y'all, we were on this bus, and I'm just so curious about where those people were from. They were speaking French, but I don't think they were French. You remember the people that bombarded the bus? So on the way back,
Oh.
we were gonna take the very last bus ride because we were like, oh, we want to go back to Shibuya. Well, we were like, no. And I told her, I was like, we'll just pay for a regular train ticket or a taxi or something to take us to Shibuya rather than take the bus. But since we already paid for the tickets for the bus, I was like, let's just take the bus because one of the stops are there and we could take the stop there. And why pay for the train? Why pay for a taxi? Whatever, when we had already paid for it. Y'all, this lady, and we were the very first people in line. We were sitting there waiting for like a good 30 minutes. And this was the last bus ride of the day that goes to Shibuya. We're the first ones there, and then she was like, "Do you mind sitting on the top?" And we were like, "No, we want to sit inside."
It was raining at this point. Like raining
It
at
was
this point.
yeah, like pouring rain. So she's like, oh, "Okay." She counted the seats inside. She's like, oh, "Okay, but then if somebody comes with a disability, then you guys have to move." And we were like, "Okay."
No, we're disabled.
I said, "Well, she's mentally disabled. Does that count?"
Yeah, we're giving you 2 seats with a disability.
So we ended up sitting inside, and y'all, there was this group of people that came who bombarded, and y'all, to see a Japanese person yell, we were like,
Dude, like in America, that would be a very plausible scene. But,
yeah.
like, she was there, and they started just like
There
running
was like 7 or
all
8
of,
of
and
them.
finally she yelled, and she was like, "You
She's-
need to back up."
Yeah, she screamed at them and whatever, and they're like, "We need to sit inside. We need to sit inside." And we're like, what the hell? Like this whole group of people. I was like, first of all, you have to scan your ticket even before you get on the bus, and they just ran into the bus just because it was raining. But mind you, there's an awning in front of the bus. It's like, are you? We stood in line there 30 minutes in the rain because there was an awning. So, girl, your left eye clocked out. She said, she said,
I know. I was like, dude, this is my
This is your new 2 a.m.
my body reclocking.
Yeah.
It's 7:30, and I'm telling you,
Power through it, girl.
I could fall asleep right here on
Oh,
this couch.
I literally, oh, your eyes switching.
I know. I'm like, whew.
Anyways, so yeah, that was out of that bus, and then the third day is when we flew to Osaka.
When did we go to Disney Sea?
Oh, the second day. Sorry,
Okay.
The third day was Disney Sea.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. And the weather was crispy.
It was
hot.
warm. It was warm.
We took our jackets off.
Girl,
We had a ball. We were doing this and that.
how did you feel about Disney Sea?
I liked where did we go on? Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I liked
We took the single riders, y'all. Do the single riders if you.
single riders for everything. Just ride by yourself, or
Yeah.
you can. I rode with Tim.
Well, we got lucky because my brother went on one separate car, and then they said, "You two right here." We're like, "Oh, okay."
Disney Sea was cool. I liked it.
Mm.
But then we went to Osaka,
Yeah, the fourth day technically we flew over to Osaka, which I was so pissed about because
which
we had.
the flight sucked dingling, especially the turbulence and everything.
Oh, I didn't think it was that bad.
But the Nintendo World was amazing.
I was very sad about this because y'all, we had a very limited time on Osaka because I thought it would be fine to just do 2 nights over there. And by time we had landed and took a bus into the city, which you got to take a bus everywhere, it was literally 1 hour into the city, and it was raining the whole entire time.
Raining the entire time.
Yep, and I was like, damn, we only have this night here because the next night we're gonna go to Universal.
Mm-hmm.
So we were out there in the rain, wearing our poncho. She was out here in her
I literally had a poncho on, like a thick
a
ass.
full-on raincoat. She looked like that murderer from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I was like, I don't care. I'm not about to be wet out here.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But going there, y'all, I do have to say, highly recommend Universal Studios. I really liked it.
I love the Universal Studios.
Yeah, it
That
was
was
so
awesome.
cool. And we did single rider there too. Y'all, Universal actually had more single rider lines than Disney's.
Yeah.
And look, I understand you go as a group, but the thing is you're either going to wait 180 minutes literally or wait 10 minutes in the single rider. Like, go on the single rider. We just kept doing that because we're like, how are we going to get done with the park, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up going there, and then what was after that? We went home. Oh, what did you feel about our Airbnb?
Golly, first of all, you hit your head in the door frame because it was so short.
Y'all, this was the weirdest little Airbnb I've been in. And I was like, okay, I don't even understand why it's 2 stories. It was 2 stories, but you walk up these steep steps.
Steep.
And you have to walk in your
Steep.
socks because they're like, no shoes are allowed. And as soon as you get up there, it's just one room in the kitchen. But then the shower is upstairs and the toilet is downstairs. So
Down the steep stairs.
yes. So if you had to go pee, I was telling her and my brother, I'm like, just go pee in the shower. Like, I'm like, what else do you do?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that was our short little time of Osaka, and then we did fly back to Tokyo. And y'all, one of our very eventful nights, I thought, was the whole beer pong situation, which was really fun. This one over here decided to live a little wild and get on the microphone and start singing.
That was the end of it.
I posted her on my stories, and I woke up in the morning and deleted
What song was I singing?
T-Pain. She
Bartender.
Yes.
I met the bartender.
Literally,
I was like, oh, okay, I can sing this.
Y'all, this place we went to though, it was actually called Beer Pong, and I'm like, just a little heads up if you guys ever go there, pay attention to the menu, okay? Because they do have an all you can drink, like what you order all you can drink, or you do like individual drinks, but everything is as a table. It was very confusing. Sorry, I'm carrying the whole show. My co-host is she's out for the count.
I put all this makeup on and I'm like picking the mascara out of my eyes.
She's like, I'm literally over it.
No, I'm not.
No, it's understandable, y'all. I'm telling you, our interior.
I feel like it's like 2 p.m. 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, I could tell, girl. I was like, whoa, she's done. She's done so.
Oh, but I did wake up at 2 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Remember?
Well, you're gonna reset this motherfucking shit tonight, girl.
I'm gonna go to bed like at 9:30, 10.
Yeah. What else do you think was eventful from the trip?
The food was great. Loved it.
What was your favorite food? Was it the burger?
No, it might have been the Ichiran.
Oh, Ichiran. It's their fast food version of like ramen.
It was so delicious.
If I'm being honest, I will eat a bowl right now.
Oh my god,
Right
could you imagine how lovely that'd be?
But you have to like wait in line because it's that popular.
You do have to wait in line, but it's okay. Not the girl falling down the stairs.
Oh, okay. I want to explain something because she kept on like putting me on blast. I felt bad. We were
okay.
We were in a spiral.
It's like a staircase, right?
But so it spiraled around and up.
So we were like, I think we were playing heads up on our phone or something. We were standing there, and in Japan, one thing they love is skirts and big ass clonker boots, like heel clonker boots.
No, hers were sneakers though, but like
clonkers.
I'm not exaggerating. Like
the cock stompers, they love them.
Stompers.
And we're in line at this, ramen place trying to get it, and somebody comes like hauling ass downstairs.
Why was she running?
Hauling ass, her fucking trench coat's like catching air, and she gets to the bottom.
Her trench coat and her miniskirt.
and she falls so hard, and I literally went like this. I'm not gonna laugh. In my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. That's literally on my son what I did. I'm not gonna laugh. And then I literally hear Chimp, like you did one of the, and I lost.
Hold on, we were buzzed.
Mind.
We were buzzed too.
Well, yeah, I lost my mind. Like I couldn't stop. And I felt so embarrassed.
I turned to the wall. And I stared at the wall. And the thing is, I wasn't laughing. And she kept on saying, "This bitch over here started laughing first." And I'm like, "No, I wasn't laughing at her. I swear to God, I was not laughing at her falling. It's because there was a couple who we thought was annoying as shit." Who I think they were from Spain.
Yeah.
She's like, "Are you okay?" She like yelled at her.
"Are you okay?" And then she gets up and she runs out.
This girl, I don't think she spoke English. I don't know. She looked at her and then when I say ran, I mean she booked it
out
like
the building. Out the.
I was like,
I just was dying.
I laughed at that situation. I didn't laugh at her falling. I thought it was
No,
hilarious.
but I literally remember like, okay, I'm not gonna laugh. I closed my eyes. I'm not gonna laugh. And I hear like you snicker, and I lost my mind. And I'm like, dude, they're probably thinking like these fucking stupid ass Americans.
And I was like, I swear, I just thought the whole scenario of her,
she
ran like this with her arms, literally. She's running off into a hallway like an anime character, and I was like, it was just so. how dramatic the Spaniards were.
It is,
Are you okay?
the girl, yeah.
She like said it echoed in the halls, and then the girl booked
Well,
it.
that's when she came. Like the lines, like they go like snake wise, except you don't block the curb, so it's like a line and then a line, and the line was here, and she came
She
up and
kept
got
on
behind
blocking
us.
it, yes.
Well, and I was like, oh, the line's right there. I was just trying to be, bitch, you ain't cutting me. You're behind me. I don't care.
She's trying to cut
And
a
she
whole
was
block
like,
of people.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I said, bitch, I.
Oh yeah, see, I
I
forgot.
don't
That's why I
wanna
said
smoke
we
with
thought
you,
they were
girl.
annoying. Yeah, because they dead ass tried to
Yeah,
hop
she's
up
like, oh,
behind
I
us. We're
didn't
like,
know. And I
there's
was
a
like,
whole line. What do you think they're on the line for?
you know
like,
now, girl.
Yeah.
You know now.
I don't know, just the whole scenario though of the girl,
Are you
like,
okay?
and it literally echoed in the damn halls, and I was like, okay, and the fact that this girl literally, she looked at
And
her
she
and
ran.
then, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like,
she ran.
whoa.
I even was like, she ran into the wall.
Her
Like,
trench coat was all blowing in the wind, girl. I was like,
but then the bottom of the moral of the story, don't worry them cock stompers if you about to fall.
they love their big old shoes over there.
And their little skirts. They love their big shoes and their schoolgirls' clothes.
Also, I forgot to tell you the other day I was gonna send you a TikTok, but it was late, so I'm like, let me not. I saw a TikTok that was talking about like the Japanese people think that it's really inconsiderate and rude if you were to wear provocative clothing, so don't do it. And I was like, did we not see how many butt cheeks over there? Like for real. 39 degrees, we're seeing butt cheeks from the Japanese people.
I literally was all hesitant to wear ripped jeans over there.
Yeah.
I'm all like, or I had like a thermal, and I was like, my titties are out too much.
Yeah.
Literally.
This TikToker literally said that, and I was like,
and
we saw actual butt cheeks.
They are butt cheek bandits over there. Like,
they wear the short at Disneyland's and Universals. They wear the shortest, and we were freezing.
And they're matchy too. They love the
matchy
culture.
That's a thing. They said I forgot the name of it.
The matchy culture, like.
I thought it was kind of cute.
Japan goes hard for their friends. Like if you're Japanese, they ride deep for their friends.
We said that everyone is in a group of friends. I was like, girl, I got 2 friends over here in America.
Yeah, and then it'll be like 5 girls, and they'll have matching outfits, matching skirts,
coordinating
matching
purses,
and then they'll
plushies.
have like fucking Dumbo earrings on.
Yeah,
the Dumbo ears, like literally.
Yeah,
crazy.
Oh, that was fun. What was another good time, girl, where we lost our mind? The Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter.
Oh my god, stop! I'm gonna pee. I'm like, oh my god, I literally have to pee.
I forgot about the Mad Hatter.
Okay, so people are into cosplaying too, which I think it's called like shadow banning or something like that. Oh my god,
right.
Girl,
you get the real tea.
So we were tipsy this night. Okay, we get on the train, and I was like, oh my god.
I'll send you the picture unless you have it.
So I'm not gonna post it. I feel bad because it just seems like we're making fun of her.
We're not making fun.
So, girl. This girl was on.
We're the drunk ones. Like,
I was tipsy and I'm like, y'all, the train's moving and I'm holding on.
And I'm standing here against the wall and you're like, the Mad Hatter's here. And I look over and I lose my mind because she has a fucking Mad Hatter hat. And then,
the orange hair, the outfit. And then
you pull up the picture on your phone and it's like the orange hair. So then he puts the picture near her. And I take a picture of the phone.
That's I'm like, I feel like a bitch because I was trying to show her the new aged Mad Hatter, the Johnny Depp Mad Hatter, because she wasn't getting it at first until I showed the picture. That's when she lost her mind.
Yeah. Honestly, though, she was a great sport.
She was. Wait, I'm so sorry. We'll take one more little break and then we're done after this. Okay, we're back. I'm so sorry. I did give me one last beverage of the evening. Jelly's like, bitch, I gotta work. I'm like, I don't.
Beverage of the evening.
It's the beverage of the evening right here. Y'all, overall, I do have to say, if you guys have the opportunity to go to Japan, go. It's literally amazing. We just find it like, first of all, the people are so amazing there. They're such like good sports, and I feel like they're literally the best people in the world. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Yeah. They're just so nice. Like, our first day there, because y'all, the subway system is very overwhelming. Mm-hmm. Like, you'll just get overwhelmed being in there. Yeah. Everyone's walking so fast. They have somewhere to be, and it's chaos. You're looking at the map. Your phone's like tripping because you're underground. You know, this old man had came up to us, and he was old. Our first day taking the train, and he's like, you need help, you know, and literally like walked us over to the guy to like try to help us out and asked us what we're looking for. And I had told her that before. I was like, last time I had went, when me and my ex went there, we were like so overwhelmed with the system, and people literally would walk us to our platform. And I'm not talking about workers for the subway. It's like civilians.
Regular people going to work.
Yeah.
Because everybody rides the train there.
Well, how else do you get around?
Or they have like a double kid bicycle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
the
all
moms
those.
would be like riding the bike, but mind you, when it wasn't raining, It was
windy.
so windy.
My hat flew off.
Man, so windy. So windy. That's probably where all my weight blew too, because it was so windy.
Y'all, we were walking down this bridge and my hat, like, or actually we were walking up, I guess, or down, was it? I forgot. Whatever. On a bridge and my hat flew off and it was about to fly into the street, and then they had a little fence that stopped it. I was like, thank God.
They're going to get you.
Yeah.
The wind gods will get your hat.
Yeah.
If they want it. You took it off eventually. We just carried it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to carry it because what am I going to do with that?
No,
what was your favorite thing?
I love Team Labs.
That was on the way to Team Labs.
Sue me. I love Team Labs. It was amazing.
She says sue me because I tell her I see countless TikToks, and I said the same thing on my YouTube video too, is I see countless TikToks of people talking about, like, this is the biggest tourist trap, like, don't waste your money here.
It was amazing.
Honestly, it was $25.
I literally told Tim when we left, because all the sensations, the visual, the ears, the smells, everything, all the sensations. Yeah. I literally left there and I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel like I smoked the fattest blunt.
I told her, though, while we were laying down in, what was that room called? The spinning earth, or the last room that we were in.
The flowers?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You don't remember the name of it? Mm-hmm. Anyways, they have this room, and we were laying down on the ground looking at it. I was like, I got to get up. I was like, I'm falling asleep.
I literally was like, I'll fall asleep.
Yes. That's what I was like, I had to get up. I wanted to stay in there longer, but I was like, I can't do it because my eyes started being like hers right
vibrating. Now. Yeah, you're out there. I have somewhere to be.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, we still have a mission after this. Like, no. But Team Labs, I thought was really great. I don't understand why people.
I loved it. But mostly I like to go like to the alleys to shop. And Tambari River, like everything. I just like to be like shopping.
Oh, I wish we had more time there.
Just because they have food and shopping. Any corner you turn is food and shopping.
Food and shopping, y'all. Yeah. Like, I don't understand how the Japanese people are not fat. Like,
it's because they walk and walk and walk.
Girl, how many fat people did we see there? Like, legit. Besides the mirror.
At this point, we were counting.
We're like, No, like, for real. How many were there? Like, for real.
Probably like 2.
Yeah, I think 2. I could think of 2 only. Mm-hmm. I mean, besides myself.
And mind you, we were there for
10 days.
10 days?
10 nights. 10 nights, 11 days. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all, that's pretty much it of our little story time of Japan.
I'm gonna wear my robe next week.
Yeah, she was gonna wear her little kimono.
But I just wasn't packed properly. Sorry, I'll wear it next week for y'all.
Yeah, and as I told you guys before, back in 2020 when I had went there, like me and my ex were gonna do all those things because at Sensoji Temple they dress you up as like geishas and stuff, and I was like, oh, people are gonna call this cultural appropriation. Did you not feel over there that they wanted you to experience their culture?
Absolutely.
Right? Everywhere you go, like, they want you to try their food. They want you to go to their customs. They want you to dress the way that they do. They want you to, be in that experience. And I feel like Americans, and I'm so sorry to say this, but Americans need to just shut the hell up. Straight up. Yeah. Because when you go to other countries, they want you to experience the culture. It's not cultural appropriation. It's cultural appreciation. And I'm so tired of people being like, oh, my God, don't wear this. Don't wear that. It's like, if you're going there, they want you. Culture is meant to be shared. Okay? Yeah. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise.
You can't use it or do it or do
this.
Yeah.
Yep, because let me tell you, people and it's so funny because like when my ex came to America for the first time, I wanted to show him all around everywhere and show him how we do things here because you get excited about showing somebody something new, and I think that people this day and age just they want to bitch about something. They see
it on the phone, they see everything,
Yep. Girl, know it all. Yeah. If we think of anything else, I feel like y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this 10-day trip was a lot, so I'm like, I feel like there's things that we probably are missing. But
I know. You have any questions?
Yeah, let us know.
It's not even about Japan, it's just about us, our personal business.
Your business box? Oh yeah, she loves to share her business box.
Any questions about Japan, about Tim's sex life?
Girl, we already know how that is.
Anything you want to know, we're gonna dive right into it.
I re-downloaded a dating app today.
Did you?
Last night. Yeah. I already hate it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Do you want to know one of the messages that I already received? And I was like, I'm over it, girl.
Yeah, talk about it a bit, because I've been on the urge. Like, I want to get back on there.
Girl, I re-downloaded it.
Tell me it's trash out there.
Ma'am. Yeah. So I thought I would try something new. This app called Scruff, which I've never
heard of it.
I've only seen it promoted on RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay. So I was like, let me try it out.
Okay.
One of the very first messages I receive. Hey, what's up? Very nice, sweet, delicious pics. Yummy. Any other pics? My name is Greg. Hosting here late nights. Tonight after 12:30 to 1 a.m. or early mornings. Anaheim, Disneyland area. I am orally submit bottom to completion, body contact, massaging, kissing, taking out very open-minded with others. Threesomes, mild to wild. Times discreet. not into seen, clean, shaven, healthy. I am always hungry, thirsty for some sweetness, protein with a water
Not into clean and
emojis.
healthy.
And then his full on number. Text me. I was like, and guys, this is a 61-year-old man.
Oh, well, no wonder you put his number out there with no qualms.
You're 61 years old typing all that, saying all that, giving out your number.
Oh,
Yeah, so
God.
I probably will delete it again, but
Yeah, come on, Scruffies.
I was just like, let me just try something new,
Never heard of that.
Oh, also too, I did have Grinder over there in Japan, and I will be moving to Japan because I met someone. So no, dead ass though. Like, I'm just kidding about that. I really didn't talk to not one single person, but I did find a home that I loved over there for $193,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms in Yokohama. So if you guys want to move with me, let me know because
Yokohama.
I'm ready to go, girl. That is it for this video.
Yokohama.
I feel bad for my co-host. I have her out past her bedtime. It's 8 p.m., so we got to wrap this up. I like how on Fridays we're normally like 2 a.m.
Yeah, literally we started at 11.
Our clocks are turned off, though, so...
I know. I'm about to go reset my clock.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to find out.
We're going to see about that. So, anyways, y'all, it was nice chatting with you guys. Make sure you guys follow us on TikTok. It'll be linked down below. And don't
Thumbs
forget,
up.
follow Jerry.
Jerry.
She still hasn't opened up her social media platforms, but maybe one day she will. We're trying to talk her into making like a separate Instagram. We're like, girl, make one.
When they follow me, I accept their follows.
Yeah, because some of y'all will be following her from my Instagram when I tag her. And Jerry's ready to go. Jerry from Japan.
Jerry's ready. Jerry Jones.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you guys in the next
you next
video.
week.
Peace out, Girl Scout.